Please like the video and share it so that it reaches many more people and you get sawaba, or rewards from Allah. This could be a sawabe jariyah or continuous reward for you long after you are gone.
Volume 8, Book 73, number 147. Narrated by Aisha. Whenever Allah's apostle was given the choice of one of two matters, he would choose the easier of the two as long as it was not sinful to do so, but if it was sinful, he would not approach it. Allah's apostle never took revenge over anybody for his own sake, but he did only when Allah's legal bindings were outraged, in which case he would take revenge for Allah's sake. See Hadith number 760. Volume 4. Volume 8, Book 73, number 148. Narrated by Al-Azraq bin K. We were in the city of Al-Ahwaz on the bank of a river which had dried up. Then Abu Baza al-Aslami came riding a horse, and he started praying and let his horse loose. The horse ran away, so Abu Baza interrupted his prayer and went after the horse till he caught it and brought it, and then he offered his prayer. There was a man amongst us who was, from the Qawri, having a different opinion. He came saying, "Look at this old man. He left his prayer because of a horse." On that Abu Baza came to us and said, "Since the time I left Allah's apostle, nobody has admonished me. My house is very far from this place, and if I had carried on praying and left my horse, I could not have reached my house till night." Then Abu Baza mentioned that he had been in the company of the Prophet, and that he had seen his leniency. Volume 8, Book 73, number 149. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. A Bedouin urinated in the mosque, and the people rushed to beat him. Allah's apostle ordered him to leave him and pour a bucket or a tumbler full of water over the place where he has passed urine. The Prophet then said, "You have been sent to make things easy for the people, and you have not been sent to make things difficult for them." Volume 8, Book 73, number 150. Narrated by Anas bin Malik. The Prophet used to mix with us to the extent that he would say to a younger brother of mine, "O father of Umar, what did the nugget, a kind of bird, do?" Volume 8, Book 73, number 151. Narrated by Aisha. I used to play with the dolls in the presence of the Prophet, and my girlfriends also used to play with me. When Allah's apostle used to enter my dwelling place, they used to hide themselves, but the Prophet would call them to join and play with me. The playing with the dolls and similar images is forbidden, but it was allowed for Aisha at that time, as she was a little girl, not yet reached the age of puberty. Fatah al-Bari, page 143, volume 13. Volume 8, Book 73, number 152. Narrated by Aisha. A man asked permission to see the Prophet. He said, "Let him come in. What an evil man of the tribe he is," or, "What an evil brother of the tribe he is." But when he entered, the Prophet spoke to him gently in a polite manner. I said to him, "O Allah's apostle, you have said what you have said." Then you spoke to him in a very gentle and polite manner. The Prophet said, "The worst people in the sight of Allah are those whom the people leave undisturbed to save themselves from their dirty language." Volume 8, Book 73, number 153. Narrated by Abdullah bin Abu Mulaika. The Prophet was given a gift of a few silken cloaks with gold buttons. He distributed them amongst some of his companions and put aside one of them for Makrama. When Makrama came, the Prophet said, "I kept this for you." Ayub, the sub-narrator, held his garment to show how the Prophet showed the cloak to Makrama, who had something unfavorable about his temper. Volume 8, Book 73, number 154. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. The Prophet said, "A believer is not stung twice, by something, out of one and the same hole." Volume 8, Book 73, number 155. Narrated by Abdullah bin Amr. Allah's apostle entered upon me and said, "Have I not been informed that you offer prayer all the night and fast the whole day?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Do not do so. Offer prayer at night and also sleep. Fast for a few days and give up fasting for a few days, because your body has a right on you, and your eye has a right on you, and your guest has a right on you, and your wife has a right on you. I hope that you will have a long life, and it is sufficient for you to fast for 3 days a month, as the reward of a good deed is multiplied 10 times, that means, as if you fasted the whole year." I insisted on fasting more, so I was given a hard instruction. I said, "I can do more than that, fasting." The Prophet said, "Fast 3 days every week." But as I insisted on fasting more, so I was burdened. I said, "I can fast more than that." The Prophet said, "Fast as Allah's Prophet David used to fast." I said, "How was the fasting of the Prophet David?" The Prophet said, "1/2 of a year, i.e. he used to fast on alternate days." Volume 8, Book 73, number 156. Narrated by Abu Shuraih al-Kabi. Allah's apostle said, "Whoever believes in Allah and the last day, should serve his guest generously. The guest's reward is to provide him with a superior type of food for a night and a day, and the guest is to be entertained with food for 3 days, and whatever is offered beyond that is regarded as something given in charity. And it is not lawful for a guest to stay with his host for such a long period so as to put him in a critical position." Volume 8, Book 73, number 157. Narrated by Malik. Similarly as above, 156, adding, "Who believes in Allah and the last day should talk what is good or keep quiet, i.e. abstain from dirty and evil talk, and should think before uttering." Volume 8, Book 73, number 158. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. The Prophet said, "Whoever believes in Allah and the last day, should not hurt his neighbor, and whoever believes in Allah and the last day, should serve his guest generously, and whoever believes in Allah and the last day, should talk what is good or keep quiet." Volume 8, Book 73, number 159. Narrated by Uqba bin Amir. We said, "O Allah's Apostle, you send us out, and it happens that we have to stay with such people as do not entertain us. What do you think about it?" Allah's Apostle said to us, "If you stay with some people and they entertain you as they should for a guest, except is. But if they do not do, then you should take from them the right of the guest, which they ought to give." Volume 8, Book 73, number 160. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. The Prophet said, "Whoever believes in Allah and the Last Day, should serve his guest generously, and whoever believes in Allah and the Last Day, should unite the bond of kinship, i.e. keep good relation with his kith and kin. And whoever believes in Allah and the Last Day, should talk what is good or keep quit."
حي